absolutely right that last month, when Trump was in Riyadh and he announced the cessation of U.S. sanctions on Syria, which ended up taking place 10 days after he made that announcement. And we've also seen the UK and the EU join the US in lifting sanctions. This is a huge deal. I think what we can possibly expect are some important geopolitical consequences. I think what we're going to probably see is Syria becoming more oriented toward the GCC countries, especially Saudi Arabia and Qatar, and also more geopolitically oriented toward Turkey and the West, definitely at the expense of Iran and Russia. And I think we can start to see, we can easily imagine that the new government, the relatively new government in Damascus, is going to want to keep this diplomatic momentum alive. And I think probably the new Syrian government will be keen to collaborate with the West to a degree on a number of files. I think we will probably see this leadership in Damascus distance the new Syria from Iran and probably distance itself from a number of militant groups in the region deemed terrorist organizations by Washington that may have had a presence in Syria in the past, such as Lebanon's Hezbollah, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, and Hamas.
Giorgio, also very interesting to see Riyadh now eager to assist in the reconstruction of Syria and at the same time alongside Qatar use their vast pools of capital to assist here, including by funding state employee salaries. What are the strings attached that come with that other pivot?
Well, obviously, the Gulf Arab countries are not charity organizations. They have their own interests in Syria, and they are going to want to advance their own interests in the country when putting these kinds of resources into post-Assad Syria. I think what the Gulf states really want above all else is to see stability prevail inside Syria, and they definitely want to see to it that the Islamist government in Damascus is not going to try to inspire Islamist revolutionaries elsewhere in the Arab world. I think Saudi Arabia and others in the GCC have made it very clear to the HTS dominated government in Syria that they do not want to see Syria sort of provoke uprisings in the Gulf or other parts of the Arab world. And I definitely think the Saudis and the Emiratis in particular want to see Syria pulled away from Iran and to see Syria not be a country that sponsors Lebanon's Hezbollah or other actors in the Iran-led axis of resistance that some of the Gulf monarchies, such as Saudi Arabia, have long seen as a real security threat and a major ideological challenge to the conservative GCC states.